Hey, welcome to the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast with me, Iona Meade at Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. Today is Health Freedom Tuesday. And you know what? I'm actually not happy about Facebook. What are you doing? Like, literally, this is crazy to me. Literally crazy. Having technical issues and difficulties with the Facebook stream every day. We're not going to speak that into existence, but apparently we are. So I'm fixing it right now. I'm hoping that we are fixing it. This is going to be the quickest episode I think I've ever done. It says I'm ready to go live. I'm already live. Here we are for Health Freedom Tuesday. Oh gosh, you're on. I didn't think you were on. Welcome. Let me know who you are. There's me like 1 minute and you're on. Let me know who you are, right? Because earlier on we had Shiny Love on. Thank you, Shiny Love. And what I want to do is engage with you. I was going to make it the fastest podcast ever. Health and wealth. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about your health and wealth in 2024. Of course we do. As light workers, as spiritual business owners, as healers, as service-based business owners, we go out there, right? And we want to help and heal the world. Add that transformation. Do you take care of yourself too? Do you? Hopefully you do. The Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast is where we talk about it. We talk about balancing your health and your wealth. It's huge. I am a lady who is 50 now, right? 50. And over the last 10 years, I set the intention when my grandmother, I don't know what's going on with her. When my grandmother turned 100, 10 years ago, I turned 40, right? And I was like, I don't know about you, but this is not my midlife. I could have another 60 years in me yet. Came back from the Caribbean with a spring in my step. And the last 10 years, I've lived even more intentionally and in alignment than ever before. And then developing what I call the intentional living codes and the Seven Freedoms Frequency, even more I'm focusing on my own health and balancing that health and wellness, right? Having a healthy lifestyle. How healthy is your lifestyle? And I don't mean perfection. Let me know how healthy your lifestyle is. How healthy are your relationships? How healthy is your environment? How healthy are your finances? I talk about, I have a 7-day spiritual business vision board challenge. And on Health Freedom Tuesdays, I break each area of your life down on the vision board. And we talk about health on the second day. And I talk about your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, your spiritual health, your social health, your environmental, all the health. Because part of my vision is to help and support, to improve the mental health and well-being of our nation and our future generation. My daughter's messaging me. Like, it matters. It matters to me. My health matters. Your health matters to me. Does your health matter to you enough to actually work on it? Sorry, I'm actually recording on my iPhone and getting messages. Yeah, how healthy are your relationships? Are they good? Hopefully they are. On Tuesdays on this YouTube podcast, I reflect back and I look back over this last week and I look at the choices that I've made. How healthy are my choices? How healthy are my thought patterns? How healthy are my actions? Right? And how much am I following through with the vision that I have for my own health and my own mental health, my own emotional health, my own physical health, my own social health? Do you know what I mean? You get me, right? So when you look back, how do you feel about your health, right? On the Seven Freedoms Frequency, we talk about rating your health between a 1 and 11. We rate each area every single day between a 1 and 11. 1 is self-funk and 11 is self-flow. I've got to say that my health is at an 11, even though I've eaten potato chips and cookies just not long ago. However, it's intentional. It's that health, it's that cycle that's coming around. So I give myself grace, right? But it's ironic because I don't eat like a lot of junk unless it's that cycle. That's the hormonal time. But my choices have been in alignment with my vision, meaning what I have on my vision board. This is why I say to you guys, do your vision board challenge. The link's in the show notes, in the cards. A replay of my vision board challenge. When you get clear on who you want to be, the version of you, there's a gap, right? So we have to reverse engineer, because yes, it's manifesting, but I want a beach body and I want to be hench. And that beach body is not just going to happen to me. And I think that's one of the things that when we talk about manifesting and law of attraction, it's like, this is going to come to me. I'm like great manifester without any action at all. The beach body is not going to just happen to me. And I'm not saying that is just health, but for me, I was listening to a book called Sleep Smarter by a guy called Sean Stevenson. And I tell you what, the excess weight, what it does to your health. Ooh, it was, very enlightening. I always talk about this book, Sleep Smarter, and I've been sleeping just amazing. He even talks about the positions that you sleep in, how that impacts you, how that impacts your health and your spine and your, just all the things. Like, spiritual business success isn't just about doing business. It's about taking care of yourself while you're doing business, for me anyway. And so it's not a success, because we've seen people when they're burnt out. I was burnt out going through a dark night of the soul. We've seen people that are working themselves literally to death nearly. That's not successful. Working all hours, working unsociable hours, that's not my version for me. I remember working nights in a girls' children's home, and I vowed I could never do nights. And I had a partner that did nights, and I was like, I can't even be in a relationship with somebody who does that, because it's just like, doesn't speak freedom to me. It just doesn't. My own personal choice. And I was just speaking to somebody on the dating app who does nights, is a baker. And he said, oh, I've done nights. I said, how long for? He goes, 30 years. I was like, are you crazy? That's going to age you. And he goes, no, I like Peter Pan. To be fair, he looked good for his age, but I'm just like, that's not in alignment. It's not in alignment. When you say yes to certain things and no to others, I'm like, health. I went on a date the other week, and that person's health was not. I'm like, yeah, the health journey, it matters. Who you surround yourself. Have you heard of the 5 closest people to you principle? Who you surround yourself is the accumulation of who you will become. That influence, people have influence on you. So if you are not around people who have a healthy mindset, who have vibrating at a healthy vibrational frequency, like dark energy, whatever it is, just know that you can shift it, you can change it. So your girl has been on my podcast. Let me know who you are and where you're watching. I've just done the contribution freedom that starts the 7 freedoms frequency. And I said I would do the health freedom podcast because it's Tuesday, right? I usually do the vision board. I will pull a card. I will do the Bank 50K in 50 days challenge. I will express gratitude. However, I'm not going to do all of that on this episode. What I want to do is ask you how healthy you feel and how healthy your relationships are. How healthy is your mind, your emotions, your just everything that you can think of. And what I'd love for you to do is to journal it. And if there's something that just feels out of alignment, then what can you do to course correct it? 1 to 3 things can you do to course correct it between now and next Tuesday, and then come back and let me know what that is. If I can support you in improving your mental health, emotional health, I'm not a healthcare practitioner, but if I can support you in letting go of something, like my work is done. I don't want to then go over all the things, because I think I did 2 episodes yesterday, and I've done 2 episodes today. My health is like, I normally would do my insanity workout in the evening, and I did it during the day because I kind of guessed that I would get asked out on a date, and I did. And so all the stuff is done, but it's still quite late for me. In the UK, don't even know what time it is. Oh, it's nearly 9 o'clock. So I usually do this health freedom frequency podcast for an hour. And if I did that, then it's kind of like coming up to bedtime. So I'm not going to do that. I'm actually just going to invite you to notice your health. And if you haven't done the vision board challenge, then you can take the next 50 minutes that I would normally talk and actually go and do it. You'll find it on the at the Solar TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. There's a vision board challenge there. There's the links in the cards in the show notes. Go and do your vision board challenge, because the frequency and the vision that you have and your values to be in alignment with your health actually matter. They matter to me, and I would love to hear what that is. I know that you're on here, and I don't know if that is you, Shiny Love, but I'm not. And if it is, I don't want to take up more of your time, right? I'd love for you to go off and do the vision board challenge and come back. Either comment underneath here or comment in the Facebook group as well. Have the Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge. How healthy is your bank account? How healthy is your business? How healthy is your mindset around money? All those things. Raising our energy to be in alignment with the vision that we have is lit. And so I will talk about more on emotional freedom Wednesday, and I will be in doing it, getting it done. This last few days, I've kind of just slowed down, looked after myself, had a rest. Didn't realize that my cycle was coming around. I get kind of not super tired, but things shift for me, and I just give myself grace. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to talk a bunch. I think I've talked a lot. I've had a really fun and relaxing day, and I'm excited. I'm excited for today. So that is it for the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast. Very short for the health freedom. I don't even have a quote. I do have the book again, Sleep Smarter. Can't remember the whole title of it, but it's by a guy called Sean Stevenson. If you have not read that book, he even talks about alcohol on the body. It's such a brilliant book. Talks about nutrition, sleep, exercise, all the things. Absolutely amazing. If you have not read it, or any book that you've got on regarding your health, pick it up. Pick it up, study it, implement it, because I want you to live a really long and healthy, balanced life, and manifest that life-work balance is important to me. So that said, share your gifts, shine your light, because you were born to serve. Here's to showing up, speaking out, and serving deep. Be blessed in your soul purpose. Big love. I shall see you for Emotional Freedom Wednesday, and we will dive deep on the emotional scale, how we feel, how things are impacting us, because that in and of itself, our emotions impacts our health. So we want to relate health to every single area of the Seven Freedoms frequency. All right. Big love, and I shall speak to you soon.